Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Wrath of the Righteous with me, Bragaton. Let's check out the merchants and Woljif. Now please take a look, don't be shy. Well, alright. Elder Greater Shock. This weapon functions like Greater Shock, except it bypasses any resistance or immunity to electricity the target might have. Did not know that existed. Feast your eyes on jewels from the finest goldsmiths in Erosian. Well, alright. Today may be a holiday, but the market square is full of traders as usual. Come closer. We don't charge for window shopping. Haha.
And this little gem comes straight out of the abyss. Nicked it from a pretty succubus in a demonic house of pleasure. The stone makes its owner a master of seduction and endows him with tremendous physical endurance. It's one of a kind. Oh, hey there, Chief. You're just in time.
Woljif shifts his attention from the mob of admiring townsfolk swarming his stall.
Just a minute, my valued customers. Yours truly needs to discuss some business here real quick. Don't wander off. Take a closer look at my wares. Everything for sale. Every single item is magical and unique.
Woljif waves his hand, and the gem he was holding disappears.
I saw how Regil interrogated that poor guy. Chewed him right out. I guess our Hell Knight doesn't know any other way to relax.
Every item is magical, huh?
Yes, indeed. Would I lie about a thing like that?
Woljif winks at you conspiratorially. I see you're having fun.
You bet. I'm back home and everybody who used to wipe their feet on me is now lining up patiently for me to swindle them. Oh, it's a dream come true. Although, I admit, I never dreamed that half of them would be wearing paper horns to look like me. I guess it's kind of flattering.
But what are you selling?
All kinds of useless trinkets. Junk, essentially. And they're lapping it up.
Woljif's voice drops to a whisper. You need to stop scamming people.
But they love it, Chief. People want to believe in this stuff. They know it's not real, but a small part of them still hopes it could be. That's where I come in. I fill their hearts with holiday cheer by selling them little moments of hope. How's that for an explanation?
Think of something else to do that doesn't involve swindling townsfolk.
You're serious, aren't you? All right, I'll pack up shop.
Woljif sighs in disappointment.
Commander, there you are. We need to talk.
Robus's gaze darts to the street behind you. You were a little less conspicuous last time.
I had to find you as soon as possible. There was no time for secrecy.
Also, if you don't tell him to close up shop, there is a quest you can do for him, but as a lawful good paladin, I should have told him to close up shop.
Agents of the Eagle Watch have discovered a group of spellcasters here in Canabris. A stream of magic is emanating from a house a few streets away. Our wizards haven't been able to determine its nature, which is suspicious in and of itself. We've also noticed people wearing identical robes entering this house at various times. They're probably cultists. I don't know what they're up to. I suggest we find out together.
What makes you think they're cultists?
Cultists are big fans of matching robes. No matter who they worship, they all love robes.
He grins.
Truth be told, it's just a guess. Under the present circumstances, the first threat that comes to mind is demon cultists, planning to attack the city again, to get rid of you or otherwise prevent you from closing the wound. We must investigate.
Is this house far from here?
No. It was obviously chosen with care. It's just a few minutes from the square. In addition, the house itself is quite unremarkable, and its roof offers a good view of the surrounding streets. Fortunately, I know how to get there without being seen.
Can't the Eagle Watch resolve this without me?
We could try, but I don't know what to expect. Besides, if there is a real threat, it would be better for you to find out right away, rather than when it's too late.
Alright, let's search the house.
I'll mark the rendezvous point on your map. Meet me there when you're ready.
Spent 2 hours setting everything up, and I gotta put it all away again. Alright, same dialogue as the other guy. Alright, Praying Killer. This +4 axiomatic Sawtooth Saber grants its wielder a +2 bonus on attack rolls. Each time the wielder lands a hit with it on a target that they hit with the That Which Bathes in Blood Sawtooth Saber the round before, they can make a Persuasion Intimidate check to demoralize that target as a free action. And That Which Bathes in Blood. Whenever the wielder of this +5 necrotic Sawtooth Saber attacks a chaotic enemy, that enemy is considered flat-footed. If the wielder has already attacked that enemy with the Praying Killer Sawtooth Saber this round, the wielder's attacks with That Which Bathes in Blood ignore the enemy's armor and shield bonuses to armor class. The very best flowers straight from the garden. Alright, the Jester Cap. This headband of mental perfection +6 grants its wearer a +5 competence bonus or persuasion skill checks when used for bluff. If the wearer is an Arcanist with the Magic Deceiver archetype, the save DCs of few spells they cast increase by 2. Grand Festival Cloak. This Cloak of Resistance +7 grants its wearer a +5 circumstance bonus on persuasion bluff checks, and a +2 circumstance bonus to charisma. Robe of Magma. These striking black robes are lined with glowing cracks, and resemble flows of partially cooled magma. They allow the wearer not only to survive within areas of lava and magma, but also conjure molten rock from the earth. The wearer gains immunity to fire damage. 3 times per day is the standard action. The wearer of a robe of magma can conjure a great burst of magma from deep below the surface. Once the magma arrives, it bursts from the ground in a geyser that showers a 20-foot radius centered on the location of the wearer when this ability was activated. This deals 24d6 points of fire damage to creatures in the area, reflex half. The magma geyser continues for 3 rounds. The DC of the saving throw is 20 plus the wearer's charisma, intelligence, or wisdom modifier, whichever is highest. Dagger of the Betrayer. This +5 cruel anarchic dagger allows its wielder to channel magic through it, making it more powerful. The save DCs of all spells the wielder casts increase by 2. If the wielder is an Arcanist with the Magic Deceiver archetype, the save DCs of few spells they cast increase by 2, in addition to the first bonus. Life Infuser. This +5 breastplate reinforces its wearer's flesh, bones, and muscles with steel. The wearer receives the effects of moderate fortification and a +8 armor bonus to constitution and strength. That's pretty ridiculous. We're gonna buy that. Even if I don't use it, I'm gonna buy it. It's awesome. Ice Guard. This +5 mithril chain shirt grants its wearer the effect of light fortification. Whenever the wearer is attacked in melee and the attack misses, the wearer plants an ice charge on the attacker. These ice charges stack up to 3 times. At the start of the attacker's next turn, the charges explode, each dealing 5d6 points of cold damage to the creature they have been planted on. And Living Fortress. Whenever the wearer of this +5 full plate armor is hit, the armor automatically rearranges itself to provide more efficient protection at the point of impact. The armor grants its wearer the effect of heavy fortification and DR10, that stacks with other sources of damage reduction. So I mentioned that before, that there's like 4 or 5 versions of damage reduction that does stack. Normally it wouldn't. And this is one of the ways that you can stack it. Any damage received by the wearer is reduced by 25%, so another version of damage reduction as well. Seems as though Regil has disappeared. Oh, it's heavy. That's right. Well, Regil has disappeared. But this is better anyway. Mostly for the strength. Alright, we'll do that for now.
I'm gone.
Don't you worry about a thing, good sir.
We do it my way. There's something here.
Oh yeah? Speaking of cheap wine, the footprints lead somewhere off to the side.
Follow if you dare. Interesting.
Spilled wine has left a sticky stain on the pavement. Looks like someone stepped in it. So that's chasing the thief.
There's something here.
The footprints lead up the stairs.
You shouldn't sneak up on people like that. I'm not doing anything illegal, I promise.
The dwarf in the Greyboar costume is so preoccupied with what he is doing, he doesn't even notice you approach. As you get closer, you see that he is trying, and failing, to shove a prop axe into a narrow crack in the wall. Who are you?
Me? I'm just a local baker. Did you think I was Greyboar? I'm not. It's just a costume. I'm going to change my clothes and I won't look like him at all. You'll see.
There are not many people here dressed up as Greyboar.
I noticed that too. It's strange, right? His outfit is simple. It's the easiest costume to make. Anyone could do it. There's no fancy armor. All you need is a coat, some belts, and a pipe. The hardest part was making a fake axe. I thought there'd be a whole crowd of lazy people here like me, but Apparently, everyone else decided to put a lot of effort into making elaborate costumes. Some people have way too much time on their hands.
Legal or not, you're doing something strange. Suspicious, even.
What? No, wait, no, I'm not doing anything suspicious. I just don't want my costume anymore, so I've decided to get rid of it. What's wrong with that? Fine. You know what? You're right. It does look very suspicious. Look, I'll tell you everything, and maybe you can give me some advice.
The baker sighs. I'm listening.
All right, here's the thing. I wanted to dress up for the festival like everyone else, but I needed a costume that was simple and cheap. Greyboar's attire is practical and straightforward, so it seemed like the obvious choice. I threw together an outfit at the last minute, and here I am. Except, I seem to be the only one here dressed up as Greyboar. Anyway, I'm walking around and admiring the festivities, and suddenly this guy comes up to me and, well, starts talking. At first, I wasn't sure what he wanted, but it turns out, get this, he mistook me for the real Greyboar. He tried to hire me to kill some kind of monster for him. Me, a baker. How about that? I tell him, wait, good sir, you've made a mistake. But he won't listen. Instead, he shoves something in my hands. He tells me to think about his offer and says that he'll find me again later. And he turns around and leaves. I look down and realize that he's given me a purse full of gold. I'm not some kind of crook, you know. I don't want someone else's gold, but he forced it on me. I wasn't trying to trick or scam anyone, I swear. And now I don't know what to do with this purse. What if he comes back and accuses me, or even worse, decides to stab me? That's why I decided to get rid of this costume. I'm not sure what to do next.
The real Greyboar is here. You should hand the purse over to him. I'll show you where to find him.
He's here? Good. And that's great. If this gold was meant for him, I'm sure he'll know what it's for. Thanks for your help.
Interesting.
Here the footprints turn to the left. Well, that's wonderful. Show us again, please. Pretty please. I have nothing better to do. Alright, I'll show you one more time. Look. Mr. Olesk, I found you at last. Wow, did you see him fly?
Oh, it is the commander himself. Oh, he will surely help me. Commander, may I have a word, please? We need to discuss a matter of great importance.
Who are you?
Allow me to begin by introducing myself. I am Professor Daigle of Absalom, and I have devoted many decades to the study of ancient Sarkoris. There are many questions in this field that are considered unanswerable. There is no one left to ask, and archaeological excavations in the World Wound are understandably difficult. You can imagine how delighted I was to learn of Ulbrich Olesk's extraordinary story. I immediately set out to interview him in detail. Unfortunately, I only had enough time to ask a few questions. Ulbrich cut the interview short and has been avoiding me ever since. I do not know what I did to deserve this treatment, but I cannot give up now, not when the answers are within my grasp. I am begging you to convince him to answer my questions.
Ulbrich is traveling with your colleague, the scientist Nenio. Why don't you talk to her instead?
I could get her thoughts on Mr. Olesk's life in Sarkoris, but competition in the scientific community sometimes reaches unreasonable proportions. Can I trust her to tell me the truth? Presumably, I will be forced to talk to her if I cannot get the interview.
Ulbrich is not very talkative. That's not true, but sure.
Oh, but his knowledge is priceless. I am not asking him to dictate a whole book of memories. Just answer a few questions that scholars have been grappling with for decades.
Very well. I'll see if I can get him to answer your questions.
Thank you. You will make an invaluable contribution to scholarship in this field.
There's something here.
A strange magical energy is emanating from the statue.
Look at you! You look just like the commander. I've dreamed of meeting him my entire life, but now that I've met you, I don't know if I even need to.
The young woman gazes at you in admiration.
Let me get a closer look at you.
The young woman leans so close that you can feel the heat of her body, as well as the heady aroma of fine wine. What are you doing?
I just want to stay with you for a while. Will you turn me away?
The young woman bats her eyelashes and smiles gently. I'm not interested.
Wait, where are you going?
The woman takes a step forward, almost pressing against you. In just a moment, her lips will touch yours.
Amelia! What's going on? Who's this? I turn away for a moment, and what do I see? Somebody else's hands wrapped around my fiancée. My lord, you have insulted me. I challenge you to a duel. If you don't want to lose your life, I'm willing to consider monetary redress.
The young man angrily glares at the two of you. I'm not going to fight you, or give you any money.
For the sake of my honor, I demand satisfaction. Get ready to fight, you scoundrel.
I'm warning you, I've never lost a duel before. Wait, what? It wasn't us. You got us confused with someone else. That's them. They stole from me.
How many commanders have you swindled today, huh? Half a dozen? You're robbing people blind during a festival. Shame on you!
This is all your fault.
Oh, is it? Really? Are you sure that you are not the one to blame? You could have helped me out, you know. You just said your lines and stood there like a fool.
Quiet, you! We're just in time. I hope these crooks haven't stolen from you, sir.
The guard shifts his gaze over to you. What have they done?
They were extorting money from passers-by. The young lady charms the victim. Then this young buck pops out like a quasit from a witch's bag and challenges them to a duel. They'd already fooled half a dozen marks before they tried it on you.
Explain yourself, you swindlers.
Good sir, we are not swindlers. We are the members of an acting troupe passing through Canabris. We just wanted to practice our roles. An unfaithful wife and a jealous husband is all the rage this season.
His gaze clears.
Enough of your tall tales.
The wine must have gone to my head. All the celebration and merriment. We just wanted to have fun. And one thing led to another.
Lawful good paladin, but we know how to, have fun. I gave them 100 gold pieces.
Forgive me, sir. But after the arrest, these two's ill-gotten gains will be sent to the garrison as, material evidence. Yes. You should file a complaint with the warden, stating who stole from you and how much. Then you'll need to come in for questioning, and after a dozen days or so, you will be directed to our treasurer. My hands are tied.
Alright, these two belong behind bars.
Thank you for distracting them so we could catch up. Now leg it, phonies. We've got a nice cell ready just for you.
A cell? I can't go to a cell. They'll kick me out of the troop if they find out.
Man grows pale.
Oh, shut up.
You're going to jail now. Serves him right for tricking honest folk. I can't figure out why we are replacing the paving. They even survived a demonic invasion. Are you getting paid? Yes, you are. But to work, not to ask questions. Want to be doing something useful. Money can't buy happiness. Is that what you'll tell your 6 children when you can't feed them? Why do you have to be like that? Alright, let's get to work if we have to.
I'm off!
This is where Camellia's quest takes place.
I do what I must! Interesting.
This part of Canabris has yet to be rebuilt after the demonic invasion. The footprints lead to a cart parked outside a nearby residence.
There's something here.
Well, here we go.
Hey! Do not touch!
Shouts a young-looking dwarf. A young dwarf woman and a slightly older dwarf man stand to the side and exchange worried glances. Who are you?
It does not matter. You took what is ours. We need it. Give it back and go.
The dwarf's speech sounds awkward, as if he is struggling with your language. You're robbing the townsfolk.
No! We mean no harm. We need.
What do you mean by need?
We need. The young ones hunger. The greybeards too. We have to feed them.
Who are you?
Clan O. We are many. 24 younglings. 6 greybeards too. We live in a large hut to the west of here. Zerd is my name.
Why are you robbing the townsfolk?
To feed the clan. Blight took the harvest. Demons butchered the cattle. We are in the city 2 months. We look for work. Nobody wants to pay. We did not want to steal.
Why are you the only one talking?
Clan Ott came from across the sea long ago, before the wound. We live far from humans, alone. We do not speak your language well.
Yeah, so, again, spirit of the law versus letter of the law. I believe in the spirit of the law. So we will go with option 5. Take the thieves to Charisma. I know someone who could give you a job. The dwarves exchange anxious glances, but they follow you.
I see we've got an entire gang of troublemakers. Do you know who I am?
We do. We've heard about you. Forgive us. Our clan is starving. 24 little ones and 6 greybeards. That's the only reason we've been stealing.
I have a big family too. And I need to keep a watchful eye on every one of them to make sure they don't do anything stupid. And now here you are, showing up and doing stupid things, with no one to keep you in line.
Why don't you take them under your wing? Let them join the family.
No, the family admits only tieflings.
Can't you really make an exception? They need a job. They clearly have potential.
I won't admit them into the family, but we could use more friends. Take our new buddies to join the others. We'll find a use for their talents.
Charisma nods to the tiefling loitering nearby.
We'll make up for what we did. We promise.
The dwarves exchange hesitant glances, especially since Charisma's... Well, she said she's gone straight. We know that's probably not actually the case. But she owns a laundromat, so...
I'm sure you will. Thank you for bringing these three to me. They won't be cutting any more purses. Not today, at least.
Resume shifts her gaze to you. All in a day's work.
I'll take care of it.
I'll have a Tankard of Ale right now. I won't have a drop till tonight. The demon is going to ruin the celebration. So those two are part of Woljif's quest if you let him open his shop, or keep his shop open.
I'm gone. We do it my way.
Want to join in? Hey, come join us. Don't be shy.
Follow if you dare.
Let's go back up here and speak to Nenio. I almost forgot about her. Also loot up here that I left behind. Oh, and Tilapio the merchant.
Greetings, my lord. I am honored that you have deigned to notice my humble stall of wondrous items. Would you like to take a closer look?
The refined elf bows deeply, a statue looming behind him. You're the merchant the guard wouldn't lend to the city, aren't you?
Yes. He and I perhaps did get off on the wrong foot, but I got here in the end, and I am happy to offer you my wares.
The elf clears his throat, masking his displeasure. Tell me about yourself.
My name is Talathel. I am a traveling merchant who knows a thing or two about magic. My journey began in Keonin, only a century ago, but I have traveled the length and breadth of Avestan over the years. Wherever I found myself, I encountered kind people and the wondrous objects they wanted to share with others. I am merely fulfilling their wishes.
What is that statue next to you?
That? It's just a decoration. I am sorry, but the statue is not for sale. It has, sentimental value.
The elf looks at the statue and subtly wrinkles his nose. Show me your wares.
Happy to see you again, my lord. Would you like to look at my wares?
I have to go.
Come back any time.
I'm off.
Alright. Well, I think I'm going to call it here. We have 3 more companions to go through, and then we can continue with the actual quest. Well, I guess we still have Greyboar's quest to do. I don't know... I think the other Greyboar's back here. We can't actually go over there.
What I must.
Either way, we'll find them before we proceed. But either way for now... Oh, it's the only Kitsune that we've seen in heavy armor. Well, either way for now, I'm going to call it here. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.